Okay, I'm going to answer a couple questions. I'm wondering about using ABA as an alternative placement for my 7-year-old. The school has asked for an IEP to adjust this plan for distant learning. I'm not even sure what to do about it since he can't handle the added restrictions for in-person learning, but also doesn't do well with the computer. Yes, if whatever FAPE is for your child, if the school system is putting arbitrary limitations on but you believe that sending your child back to school is what is required for your child to receive a FAPE, but they're limiting that either by days, which then screws up the consistency, which we know with ASD kids can be a very, very real reality. And that disruption is then creating maladaptive behaviors, anxiety, things of that nature. But then your child doesn't benefit from the distant learning over the computer, then yes, there needs to be other alternatives considered. And if an ABA clinic for ABA services, if those are something that would be beneficial, have proven to be beneficial, and something that can provide that consistency, then absolutely that's appropriate for you to request. Just understand that if they're offering a full school day, then if that is what a free and appropriate public education is for your child, then that would be different. But if they're not, and they're just arbitrarily saying 2 days a week or virtual only, a combination of virtual only and some in-service instruction, and you believe that that is not going to benefit your child and actually could do the opposite to where it makes transitioning in the future impossible, it will create maladaptive behaviors, and at that point, yes, you would be justified in putting that out there that your child needs a consistent program, your child needs a 5-day-a-week program or a 4-day-a-week program, for example, and can receive those services, at, let's say, an ABA clinic. Now, would that be all day? No, it wouldn't be all day, because please keep in mind that depending on the nature of your child's disability, your child can only tolerate so much specialized instruction. And, that doesn't necessarily mean a 6-hour day. That could be what would be an educational benefit, what would be needed for your child to make progress and make gains, tangible gains toward their goal. So it could be 2-3 hours a day of ABA intervention focused on skill acquisition, behavior reduction, in order to maintain and to make progress toward those skills, let's say using a VB-MAP or using Enables, then that absolutely can happen. And in that regard, I believe that that would be able to satisfy the requirements of FAPE, being that your child, through accomplishing goals in that environment, could be achieved that way in that clinic environment, working on those goals. Okay, so yes, you would be justified in making that request. There would be a whole bunch of different parameters that I'm saying in the way that you laid it out. I don't think that that's unreasonable.